Welcome back, guys, to Entre Nos. I'm Evelin and my co-host is
Alondra.
So this episode, we have a few topics, but before we get into that, how was your weekend?
It was good.
So you went, where did you go again?
Tennessee.
With the ministry,
Yeah,
right?
with the ministry.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And yeah, I just shared my topic, like what I've shared here before.
Oh, okay.
How God restored my life, basically. I just share with the youth, 13 to 17 years old.
And do they ask you questions?
Yeah, they do ask questions.
What's one of the questions that kind of threw you off or you weren't expecting for somebody so young to ask you? Like you were like, oh, wow, like I can't believe they asked me that. Not in a bad way, but more like, oh, wow, they're mature for their age.
None.
Not.
They're not mature.
Oh
So it's kind of hard to preach to the youth because they'll start saying like little. So my tema, the one that I give is like, el pecado te lleva a la muerte, right? Mm-hmm. So I was like, encourage them to repeat what I had just said. I was like, el pecado te lleva a, and for them to answer la muerte, right? So one of the little dudes in the crowd, I was like, el pecado te lleva a, and he said, la muerte, like just being funny so like, everybody can laugh.
Like if he was playing loteria.
Yeah, like literally, so everybody could laugh. And they laughed, and I was like, I don't find anything funny. Yeah. I was so like, nothing's funny. So I was like, I heard where the voice came from. So it was like probably like 150 kids, right? And I asked again, el pecado te lleva a, and the kid said it again. So I walked towards his section where he was at, and I was like, there's nothing funny about it. There's nothing funny about your sin taking you to your death, like, and he was just like, yeah, it's very serious. I was like, it is. So I expect you to take it seriously. Yeah. And
are you by yourself with them?
I'm preaching to them. I'm like on a microphone.
Okay, but is there other parents or
no,
like
their parents are
other preachers there?
Yeah, like there's people like in the background.
Oh, okay, so they don't tell them, hey, behave or anything?
Mm-mm. It's just like...
Oh, I could never.
Yeah. So they do piss me off.
No. Real quick, when I was subbing, no. I don't be playing with them. Yeah. Oh, you're going to play like that? I'm going to call the principal real quick. Mm-hmm. And one time I did text the principal, either you come over here or I'm not going to sub anymore.
Yeah, because they're so disrespectful.
And the kid was like talking about putting like P-O-R-N
on the computer. Wow.
And telling me, oh yeah, I can pull it up, and I'm like, don't do it. He's like, why? He's like, you don't tell me what to do. Like, so disrespectful. Yeah. And I'm just like, sometimes it really like gets to me, but then I'm just like, damn, they like,
it's a stupid kid.
Like how? Like,
yeah.
Like how did you go from a good kid to being like super disrespectful, But anyways, so did y'all drive or what?
No, we flew over there. I think driving it would have been like 13 hours probably. I'm not sure.
That's not that bad.
That's kind of bad for a pregnant lady.
I guess. Well, we're taking a trip. I'm going to make it happen somehow, right? But we're going to take Milo to Disney.
Oh, yeah. I remember you did tell me.
Yeah. So we're taking him to Disney, and I'm literally... My bad, right? Shame on me.
It's probably like 14 hours.
It's like 13, 14, I think. Yeah. But we drive half of that to go to Mexico. So it's like...
Just a little half.
Yeah, like it's a piece of cake compared to what we drove to go to LA. It's like a piece of cake, you know? And I really enjoyed the road trip thing. And Milo's going to be during the summer. Both our jobs allows us to work on the road, So it's not like, it's not like it's not doable. So why not make it, And I love road trips. So, and we used to go to New Orleans all the time.
Yeah.
So it's just going that way. And me and Roland have driven to Panama City Beach by ourselves before.
It's like 9 hours, right?
Yeah, and it was super fun, So going with Milo, it'll be another experience. So yeah, I'm planning a trip. I'm literally gonna like book everything. Like
by the end of this year, like that's where I want to go.
No, we're going in the summer.
Oh wow!
I know. That's what I'm saying. Shame on me, because I would have been done booked this since like January or February, right? But then we took the trip to Cancun. So I feel like since I got back, I've been playing catch up with my life. Yeah. And I'm barely at a point that I'm just like, I don't even care if I'm catching up. I need to get this done. Yeah. So I've been doing like a lot of research, like where, shout out to Anaí. She's been to Disney, and so I had texted her. I'm like, hey, give me tips or whatever. And she told me like places and stuff. And I've done my own research, And I'm big on like, I do
Budgeting.
a lot of research, you know, and I go based on my own budget.
Yeah.
And the only thing is like Milo is set that we're going. So now I feel like we have to go.
He's already looking forward to it.
Yeah. Like he invited his teacher. So he told his teacher we were going to go to Disney for his birthday and that he was super excited if she wanted to come, basically.
Aww.
And the teacher told Roland and Roland told me, and I'm like, well, yeah, we're definitely going to make it happen.
Yeah.
Even though in the back of my mind, I had already told Roland, I don't know how, but I'm going to make it happen. Like, you know, I don't care. We're going to go. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, because last year was like a definitely core memory for me. And I'm going to make it like that.
Going to Cali?
Yeah. It was super fun. I enjoyed everything except the drive back, you know.
I know. I remember you said you hated it. You regretted it.
Well, I didn't hate it. Roland's the one who really didn't like it. I was trying to enjoy like as much as I can. But at some point, once we got in Texas, I did just want to be home because we were already in Texas.
Yeah.
And that was already halfway of the drive back. But I feel like...
And you're like, there's nothing to see here.
Yeah, but at that point, I wasn't working from home or anything, you know. I wasn't working. So this time, I feel like I just have so much that I could be working on the road. This is going to be okay. Same for Roland. He could be working on the road. And I have an event coming up in the summer for Alegres Milagros for the back to school. So I'm going to be planning that as well. I don't know if it's going to happen in June or when that's going to happen, but we're making it happen somehow.
So basically, Evelyn likes to stress herself out.
Basically, this year has been the year that's just been super busy. But I like it. I don't mind it, right? But this year I haven't been planning the way I want that I normally do. But again, I just feel I'm in this situation because I hadn't been as busy the previous years that I did have time to plan.
Yeah.
You know? And now it's just I'm, you know, juggling 2 jobs, being a mom, being everything else, doing the podcast. So it's just like it's there, but we're gonna make it happen. I'm excited.
This is what you dreamed for.
Yeah, I like it. I like the busy life, right? Yeah. Like, who doesn't?
No, there's a lot of people who don't. They'd rather be couch potatoes.
Oh, well, yeah. That's true. I can agree with that. But, no, yeah, I did pray for, like, a life like this. Not like a busy life, guys. No, but I prayed for a life. I prayed for a life where I knew I would wake up and not hate.
Yeah, something worth living for.
Yeah, and I always wanted to, like, not look at a Monday and be like, fuck, it's Monday.
Yeah.
I didn't want that.
Yeah.
And I don't see Mondays like that at all.
Yeah.
It's been a while, actually, that I hadn't seen Mondays like that, you know? If anything, I see Mondays as my reset day, which is crazy.
It's a day to like, let's get it back together.
Yeah. But yeah, so what did you want to talk about?
So they stole my car.
From your apartment?
Yeah. So whenever I was in Tennessee, they stole it.
No
This past weekend,
yeah.
Kike on Sunday morning texted me like at 6:45 a.m. and he was like, babe, your car's not here, they stole it. And I was like 15 minutes later I replied and I was like, you for real, babe? And he didn't text back like till like an hour and 30 minutes later. So I called him twice. I texted him again. I was like, bro, please don't tell me they stole you too. You know? I was more worried about where my man at.
Yeah. Where my baby daddy at.
Yeah, because he was taking forever to reply to me. Pues estaba en misa. Like really early. He went to mass really early.
Oh, to the 8 o'clock or what?
To the 7 o'clock one. Because he texted me like at 6:45.
There's a 7 o'clock misa? Where?
Por donde vive su mamá. So he was going with his mom and his cousin to mass that early. 7:30, I think, is the time it starts.
I need to go to that misa.
Yeah, 7:30.
That early.
And he wasn't replying. So I was like, did they steal you too? You know? And, well, he got back in touch with me and he was telling me that he had already... he reported it to the police, blah, blah, blah. And so 12 hours later, literally like Sunday night, they find the car. They find the car with 4 kids inside of it, teenagers, in the Pasadena Walmart. And they surrounded them.
How ghetto.
Yeah, they surrounded them and it was 4 teenagers. And then the driver, he jumped to the back. So nobody wanted to own up to who was driving.
So what's happening?
Huh?
What's going to happen?
So, okay, so they, you get ahead of yourself, Evelyn.
I'm sorry. I'm just like, my mind is running. I'm like,
what's
going on? Did you get your car back?
So they put the car in the Pasadena Police impound, I guess, lot or something. And they last night, we went to go pick it up. We went to see what was wrong with my vehicle, right? And they busted the window from like the back side, the right side. Yeah, that's the window that they busted. One of the tires, they popped it and they replaced it with the replaced tire. Dejaron they left the rim and the tire in the back, so that's good. I don't have to go get a rim. But they did like, bocharon la llanta. And then the front bumper is not destroyed, but está todo scratched up. So I was like, dang, these kids don't know how to drive. And what else? Oh, but the engine, like for you to put the key in, like they pulled it apart. And I don't know, they used like some pinzas to crank the car, to make the car work and turn on.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so $235 to get the vehicle out.
You had to pay for it?
$235 to get the vehicle.
The cops made you pay for it?
Yes.
That's wild.
And my husband was like, they can't pay for it? Like, the kids can't pay for it? You know? And basically, that's not how it works. So the kids they drove him home. They're juveniles, they're kids. So the cops just took him home, and then they're going to have their court date. Girl, they left the phone in the car. So me and Kike charged it and went through it. And we saw the kid who was driving the car. Like, he's over here flexing the car with his little friends. And we went through the messages and him saying like, oh yeah, I just a stolo. He was like, oh yeah, I just got a stolo. Like, saying that. I guess that's the ghetto term to say
like a stolen car.
Yeah.
A stolo?
Yeah.
Ah.
He's like, I just got a stolo, blah, blah, blah. There was this little girl who messaged him saying, my mom and I saw you trying to break into a car, which was my car, porque era the same time, Saturday night. He's like, my mom and I saw you getting into a car. You were trying to break into it. And he's like, no, I wasn't. He's like, yeah, you were. But my mom don't care. It's like a little girl that probably likes him or whatever. So, yeah. And we have the phone, right? Kike wanted to turn in the phone for evidence. Mm-hmm. This kid already has an ankle monitor, because when he was in my car, he was flexing his little ankle monitor, and he's on the stolo.
So how is he in the stolo with an ankle monitor?
He's just bad. So, right, I was telling Kike, like, what if we just talk to his parents and talk to him?
Don't tell me you want to go preach at this boy.
Not preach. I don't want to go preach to him, but I do want to talk to him. You know?
I don't think that's a good idea.
And I know a lot of people don't agree with me. Kika's like, you have such a good heart. But
no, yeah, I agree with you. You have a good heart. But the only reason I just feel because you're pregnant. And
think so?
That's the only reason. If you weren't pregnant, I'd be like, yeah, girl, go. Because if the mom's ghetto, then at least you can fight her or something.
No, so en el teléfono sale su mamá y sale su papá, porque it was like a phone. It looks like it was his dad's phone.
Not that this matters,
yeah,
but it kind of does. What's the ethnicity?
Hispanic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's Hispanic.
Oh my God.
Y pues el papá trabajando en las refinerías. We know the address because they...
Oh, okay, so you already kind of have an idea, maybe. Not by judging, but based on their social media and...
Yeah, and like it used to be, I guess, his dad's phone, porque there's a whole bunch of pictures of his dad, of their family, the daughter.
Maybe
girl.
Se lo robó al papá.
Quién sabe, but...
I mean, I guess if you think, obviously a Kike would go with you, so it's not like you'd be by yourself. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I would definitely be careful because, yeah, I mean, good heart for you. I have a good heart, but I don't think that good
But I don't even think it's about...
Because what are you going to go and tell him, like, hey, what the fuck are you doing with the boat, with the stolo, or what is it called?
Yeah,
like,
stolo.
what was your goal with the stolo? Like,
no, I don't think about giving him a sermon like that. I don't
so what
think
are you
about
gonna
like.
Tell him?
I think about like, you're not a bad kid, bro. Like, you're not. You just try to play like you're a bad kid, but you're not. Like, nobody's born bad.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Nobody's born bad. You start making bad decisions. I was there one time in my life too, Mm-hmm. But we shouldn't wait for something horrible to happen to us.
No, yeah,
for us to try to change our life around. And that's what he's asking. I was like, nothing horrible has happened to you yet.
So are you going to tell them, pay me?
I don't know. I don't even think so.
Have you told your mom?
Yeah, they all know.
And what did they say? No, like about you going to talk to him.
So my older sister, she's like, like, nah. Just like he has to suffer all the consequence. Like,
I mean, I think maybe I would go, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, no. Again, my only thing is because you're pregnant. That's my only thing.
But what? Like, I'm not. What?
It's like,
Why does
literally
it
like
matter if I'm pregnant?
because you're not only at this point in life.
Yeah.
It's not only you anymore.
You feel like I'm putting myself in danger by going.
Yeah, I feel like you're putting yourself in danger.
And I think that's what I'm not seeing. Like,
I feel like you're putting yourself not in danger, but in harm.
Yeah.
And possible harm. I feel like you're pregnant, and now you're just not only putting you, but you're putting the baby. You know what I mean? Like I'm worried. Like
you're worried that if I go and then they're
like what if the mom might seem Hispanic, but you don't know if she's a very protective mom over her son, and she's gonna be like, "Who are you to come tell my son?"
No. That's why I'm gonna definitely call them and be like, "Hey, I have the phone. Like, your son left his phone in my vehicle, you know, and I want to return it to you guys, but I also want to talk, you know."
So you're not gonna use it for evidence?
No, I don't want to. But he can recorded everything on his phone.
I think this is the hormones talking.
You think so?
I think these are your hormones.
I'm a mom.
No, I get it to an extent.
Yeah.
I get it to an extent. But I don't know. Normally, I think I'd be on the boat where I'm like, all right, cool. I agree. That's dope. That's a cool idea. But I don't know why. I just don't feel like this is the case.
And the thing is, too, like, I've thought about it that way, too. Because I was like, why would I want, like, for what? You know, I already went through the whole dialogue in my head of, like,
okay, well, my thing is, like, if you call the mom and tell her. I guess my thing is, like, one of those, what are you going to gain? You're already in the negative right now. You already had to pay for your car. You're already suffering the consequences of somebody else.
Yeah.
So why is your little family
still
suffering? And then you're still going to reach out to help somebody who's the one that caused you to suffer. Mm-hmm. Right?
And that's what I was telling Kike. I was like, I even plan on telling him, like, my husband wants to press charges on you. My husband wants you to go through the whole thing because you put you put his wife and his child in harm's way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then that's why he's pissed but Kike's giving me the option. He's like, well, because he was over here recording everything. And he's like, just in case he deletes it, I got it on my phone, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, right? I was in like, in my head, in my heart, I was like, I don't think I'm even like giving this evidence to, but I wasn't telling him. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, so babe, what do you want to do? I was like, oh, you're leaving it up to me? And he's like, yeah.
Maybe not.
He's like, yeah, whatever you want to do.
I don't know. I don't feel convinced. I feel like I need something. Like, not that you have to convince me, right?
Because look, it's not about me.
No, I know, but it's just like
it's not about what I can get out of it. It's not about what's in it for me. Because you just said, like, what you get. Yeah, I'm not gonna get anything. But and
then you're not even. So basically, you just want to go talk. What makes you think this kid is not just gonna, like? I mean, of course, we're nobody to judge, right? Or
and
to assume.
And he very could. He very could be like, I don't care. Mm-hmm. He very much so could and laugh at my face.
And then what are you gonna do then? Would you press charges at that point?
No, I'd be like, all right, don't say I didn't warn you. Don't say nobody came, knocked on your door, and said, fix your life. The day something really bad happens to you, don't say nobody warned you.
And then you'll just walk out.
Just walk out.
I don't know, Kike. That one's kind of tough. I don't agree you should do it just because I think it's risky. Not safe.
Yeah.
It's not safe. But again, I mean, if you feel like God is telling you to do that, then that's different.
My life's
right?
never been safe.
So obviously, but you're not gonna go put yourself in a situation with the crazy kid that you don't know.
It's not like we're gonna be alone. You know what I mean? It's not like we're gonna be alone.
I know, but it's like, I don't know. I'm not convinced.
Yeah.
And normally, I think I'd be one of those that is like, all right, I see the crazy idea.
And I think that's why I'm asking for opinions, because even myself, I told Kike's like, dang, like, the way you think, I don't think, but you're thinking good, you know? And I was like, nah, because me está costando to even, like,
think like that.
Think like that. Me está costando, like, I'm not 100% convinced.
That's so funny because these are conversations that sound like me and Roland.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know. I think we don't think alike, but I know.
Like, I see the good intention in it.
Yeah, I see the good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, I feel like I would normally agree, but I don't know why I in this case, I don't know why I don't feel the ease of like it going like peacefully. You know what I mean? Like normally I think I'd be like, yeah, like the benefit of the doubt that we've talked about in the past.
Y es que también, like, qué fácil fuera if we knew the outcome of it.
For
fuera,
sure.
Right? So lo difícil es, like, not knowing the outcome and still doing what God has placed in your heart to do.
Yeah. But, yeah, I guess, like...
I talked to my dad about it today because he went to go get a haircut, and I talked to him about it.
And what did he say?
And because I was like, "Apa usted qué cree? You know, like, this is what I'm thinking about doing. But I don't know, like, what do you think?" And he literally said, he's like, "God will give you the answer." That's all he said. He's like, God ought to give you the answer. I ain't got no answer for you, daughter. Like, God ought to give you the answer.
You should ask the priest. Oh, like a priest at church. I'm curious to see what he's going to say.
Yeah.
Like, because it's true. That's what I'm saying. If you feel like... I've had those moments...
Mm-hmm. At the same time, too, like, ¿quién soy yo to go in?
Exactly. No, I mean, not even because it could be you who could change that kid's life. I don't know. You never know, right?
Yeah.
But it's just, I understand whenever you are, when you just go through something, like me, literally, like when I just felt like with Alegres Milagros, when I just felt like it was time to just give back, right? And I just felt it in my heart. And at first, Roland's like, yeah,
probably
it's
nobody
a cool
understood
idea.
you, right?
It was, everybody thought it was a cool idea, so nobody was against it, you know? But in my heart, I just, this feeling of like, oh, I'm going to do it, I want to do it, was there. And nobody could take it away. Not that they wanted to, right? Because everybody was down for the idea. However, once it happened, everybody started with the negative comments like, oh,
this could be better. You could do this.
Yeah. But I still never let that, like...
bring you down.
Take the feeling of still wanting to do it. The feeling of, like I did feel like God put that feeling in my heart to want to do that. ¿Me entiendes como? So that's why I'm saying, like, if you feel like that's a feeling that nobody could take away, then do it. Right, because nobody else is going to understand how you're really feeling. Because the only one here is that could possibly understand is Kike, because he's your husband, you know. And he's the one that is there, like, with you, right? Mm-hmm. So he's the only one that can probably comprehend a little bit, but nobody's going to fully understand it. Yeah. You know? But again, I vote against it for this one.
So, like, there's, like, 4 votes against it and 2 votes that are, because I asked my clients too. I asked a cop client and I asked a firefighter client.
What did the cop say? Before we go on a break, what did the cop say?
He said, nah. Like,
what did the firefighter say?
He said, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's a firefighter.
Yeah. That's what Kike told me. He couldn't stop laughing. He's like, dude, like, it's just firefighters, you know?
Yeah. They're just, and cops, they know. Yeah. You know.
For him, he's like, no, he's never changing. That's just how his path is going to go.
Well, see, I don't think that. Yeah. I don't think that he's never changing. But, let's just go back to one of those, if, like, it's one of those, if they really want the help, they'll seek it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Though. He's a kid. That's what I'm saying. Like, when I was a kid.
How old is he?
16.
He's 16?
Yeah.
Nah, he knows.
He's a kid.
He knows.
When I was 16 years old, you could have came in, you could have came and told me whatever you wanted, but I would have told you, no, this is my lifestyle. This is how I live life. I'm a thug. It is what it is.
I'm a gangster.
Yeah, like stuff like that. Like, no, this is my lifestyle. It chose me. I didn't choose it. You know?
My God.
But I was telling Kike, God has been so good to me. Like, this don't happen to me just to happen. Like, God is so good to me.
Oh, his favorite.
Yeah, God is so good to me. This is not just going to happen to me just to happen to me. So,
it's going to happen to me so I can go talk to the person that
all I can think is, like, goodness
wrong.
has to come out of it because God is just so good.
But what are you getting out of it that's good? That's my question.
Some points in heaven.
Well, with that being said, guys, we're going to go on a quick break and we'll be back. And we are back.
So, guys, when are you thinking about going this week or what?
Yeah, I have to porque si no, pues ya es muy tarde, you know?
When?
I don't know.
What did your mom say?
Nothing much, really. Like, I don't think I told her, like, I wanted to go talk to them. I don't think I told her.
What did your suegra say?
She doesn't know either.
But
it's like...
Who's the other one that voted yes? Kike doesn't count.
Kike doesn't count. What's his name? It was another...
A client?
Yeah, another client.
I don't know. I'm sorry, but I vote against it just because I think it's just more because you're pregnant.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing. I think if you weren't pregnant, I'd be like, she can take care of herself.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's it, you know.
Then you'd be like, okay, go for it.
I just feel like when a girl is like pregnant, they just need to be taken care of. It's not a time for my eye. Can you see my eye? It's twitching. But don't look at it now.
I'm trying to see it twitch.
Let me just put it like this. What I think, when a girl is pregnant, it's her time to be taken care of, not for you to be taking care of others, because you're already growing a baby inside of you. So your body's already doing a lot. Your emotions are already doing a lot. But
okay, ma.
But that's my thing.
Yeah.
You know, I just saw Lucy on Sunday, and all I see is just like, I just want to take care of her, you know, and
that's how I felt the retreat. Like, everybody just being like, oh, you're sleepy, you should go to sleep.
Like it, okay. And it should be like that, because it's just like, you know, God sent you this miracle baby, you know, and it's just for a reason, you know. And I feel like you're already doing so much. You don't got to do like more, especially in this case of putting yourself in like harm's way, because you just never know.
No, yeah, for sure. I could say, like, God got me, you know, and everything. I could say, like, pero at the end of the day, humans are ruthless and humans are not good all the time. So anything can happen.
No, exactly. So that's the only thing. Like I said, if you weren't pregnant, go for it. Be a thug. Go teach this kid a lesson or something, you know. But I guess right now, I don't think it'd be, like, the right time.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion.
I want to show him my baby bump and be like, you about to do this to me and to my baby?
You'd be surprised, man. I've been like, this last week, I've been obviously busy, and I've been listening to some crime podcasts because I love listening to crime, right? And I've been hearing some crazy stories. Yeah. So let me tell you, people can be ruthless. Like,
no fear. Like, you
and it's like, how do you not fear? Like, not that you have to live in fear of God, right? But if you're a God believer, right? How can you not fear the consequences, right? But again, not everybody's a believer. But even in different religions, there's a God, right? So I don't know.
And I honestly want to tell his parents, like, que no se den por vencidos, you know, like, don't give up on him. Like, you might think, like, no, ya está echado a perder, mijo, and you want to give up on him, but I want to encourage him not to, because I remember a big thing for me was for my mom to show up at the guy's house that raped me. I don't know if you're gonna bleep that out, but
no, I think you said it on here like before.
Okay. Gotta bleep it out, just bleep it out. But my mom showed up at 6 a.m. in the morning. That's a big thing for me. That she showed up.
I did remember you saying that.
Yeah, that she showed up. Like, she could have just left me there and said, like, that's the life she wants to. That's the life she chose. All right.
Which there's parents like that.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like, what if his parents have given up on him? You know, and I want to encourage them not to.
Yeah.
Like, that's still chasing after him and trying to teach him all the lessons they can without being tired. Like, you're a parent, just continue being one, even though your child is stubborn and doesn't want to listen. Like, even if only I get to talk to them and not the kid, I'd be happy.
I think that's better.
Yeah,
I think that's better. I think I don't know why, like, I just think it's better if you talk to the parents first, and if they feel like,
no, I'm definitely gonna do it like that. Like, I can't go just straight and talk to the
no,
kid
yeah, for sure. No, you can't do that. But I also think based on how they react, you should either do the
100%, yeah, or, like, because they could be like, my son's fine, you know, my son's like,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you see why I think it's harm. Like, you're putting yourself in harm's way, because you just never know the reaction.
Yeah, but I know I'm not dumb enough to be like, oh, for real? Oh, you sure? You know, like, I'm not gonna like argue with them. Like, oh, okay, cool, and that's it, and I walk away. You know, pero if they have a welcoming environment to want to listen to what I have to say or whatever, then I'll talk. But if they close the doors and they're like, nah, like, we're not gonna listen to you, then you don't have to listen to me. But at least I tried. You know?
Yeah, I get it. Well, you know,
well,
just
good luck.
Make sure you stay safe, and I guess I wouldn't go inside the house.
Yeah, no, 100%.
No, make sure you like talk to them outside, you know, and obviously Kika's gonna go with you. Share your location with your sisters or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. But at least you got your car back. The Stolo.
My Stolo, I got it back.
I'm gonna start calling it that.
You brought your Stolo? Right now, driving Kika's big old van. It's not even a van, but I don't know what to call it, an SUV.
What is it?
A Trailblazer.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's like an SUV kind of, I think. But dang, so that's your update. How's baby girl doing?
Good. I feel her moving now.
Really?
Yeah. She's the size of a acorn, I think.
What?
Of a corn thing. Un elote.
Girl, you said acorn. Acorns son los chiquitos. I was like, there's no way.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what? There's no way. She's the size of a corn. Like a corn cob.
Yeah.
Ah, so she's pretty big. Isn't it crazy? Because they're like little aliens. You know?
I don't know.
You haven't seen her ultrasounds?
Yeah, I have. But she don't look like an alien to me.
Girl, you be lying.
She got a big forehead like Kike.
She does.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. She'll get hair.
I know. We'll give her some little bangs.
Yeah. That's crazy. Because you had your checkup on last
anatomy,
week.
yeah.
So what? Like, so she's everything.
Yeah, she's good.
For sure, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good. Because you never know, right?
Yeah. Like we checked her like in between her legs, and she put like it's still a girl.
Oh,
yeah.
That is crazy. So obviously, I've said it on here. One of my coworkers, she's pregnant. She's having a girl, and she just found out if she really wanted a girl. And I was like, oh, my co-host is having a girl, and Lucia's having a girl. So hopefully you're having a girl, right? And she ended up doing her thing, and she's having a girl.
Wow.
I know. So it's just
girl
like
season.
Girl season. Like, I need to hurry up. Like,
you want a little girl. Lo que Dios quiera, pero
lo que Dios quiera.
1% more a girl.
Literally, yeah, like that.
1%
but
more.
If there wasn't, I think I literally just like want a baby, and then just after that adopt. You know, so if my next baby is a boy, I want to adopt a girl. So, damn, that's crazy. Anything else that you wanted to talk about?
No, that's really
that was your crazy story. Did you hear my crazy story about the taxes?
I was on it until Kike called me. So I left off where like you were about to pop off. You were about to like, porque it was Thursday already, basically.
Yeah. So basically, we didn't go with her. With girl B, we ended up going with the C people, and I shouted them out or whatever. Cause who do you go with?
Diana. Her name's Diana, the tax lady.
Oh, where's she at? Like around here?
She's located ahí por Stevenson, like behind Stevenson, in the little offices, por donde está the Coca-Cola company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's the name of her business?
I forgot.
Oh, okay.
SB something.
Oh, really?
Resources, algo así.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Funny.
I've done it with her. Why?
No, I'm just asking. How long have you been doing your taxes with her?
Like 2 years. 2 or 3.
How'd you find her?
Rosemary.
My best friend?
No, otra Rosemary.
Oh, oh, okay. That's funny.
From Chavez, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Rosemary Rivas?
Yeah.
I didn't know you knew her.
Yeah.
Wait, she's my age.
She would go and take her son and her husband would get a haircut by me.
Nestor?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What a small world. Yeah, that's so funny.
So him and their son, they would go and get a haircut by me. And so she was the one who recommended me her. Porque he has a small business too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
She was actually somebody I reached out to for Esta Rosemary was somebody I reached out to for Disney like 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah, porque ella fue. And I think she was planning trips. She was doing the
trip planning. Yeah. But with that, guys, if you have, this is dropping on Friday, obviously. So if you guys have not seen the episode that dropped on Tuesday, make sure you check it out, because I definitely go in some details about what happened with me and Roland this tax season, and it's just so crazy.
Yeah, and it's good information too. I feel like y'all had really good information to share.
Yeah, you got to make sure, like, sometimes you just
want to click with people, but, like, it's just really like, and it's so funny because I think I said it on the podcast on Tuesday, that I had that morning that everything was, that kind of started, somebody was like, oh, my friend, blah, 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 says that, she liked talking to you or something like that because of that she just felt you were great at communicating like what you wanted or whatever.
Yeah.
And I told her, and I say it so much on here, like, you have to have communication with people, man. Yeah. Like, it's just whether you can or you can't, know, and you just got to be honest. And sometimes it doesn't work out. You just got to work around that, but just at least be honest, communicate something, and I think that's probably
and be for real, porque she kept like telling you like, oh, this day, but she wasn't being for real.
Yeah. So that it's
and it's very unprofessional.
Yeah. It really is.
Especially whenever, like, this branch requires a lot of profession. Like, doing your taxes requires you to be 100% professional.
Yeah. Honestly, like...
Me, I could cancel on my client the same day. I don't gotta be that professional.
Yeah, it's just because it has sensitive information.
Yeah.
And then, what's crazy? I think I did say it, or really, we talked about it. I said that I texted her, hey, thank you so much. Like, we will no longer, be going with, like, we already went ahead and did it. And I was like, that I freaked out, basically. Because I did freak out. I was, like, freaking the hell out, dude. Like, it was to a point that, like, I was at Fate's. Like, we had a meeting. And after that, I dipped. I was like, I gotta go, like.
Because you wanted to figure things out.
Yeah, I needed to come home and look at my papers. And I was like, shit. Like, I told her, make an IRS account. Like, I need to know if you owe money. Like.
Yeah.
I'm so terrified of the IRS because a mí me ha pasado because mi mom messed me up with the IRS. 1 year and yo me quedé traumada. I was just like, never again. Like, so I always try to be careful. But it happens. Sometimes you have to experience things, to like either pay more attention. Because again, my fault for not even looking at how much the girl from last year charged me. Not asking the right questions, even if, and I tell Roland this, and I don't know if I said it on here, like, there's no such thing as a dumb question.
Yeah, 100%.
If you don't know, ask.
Yeah.
And that at the end of the day, when you get a service, ask the questions because that's what they're getting paid for. Like, you will get your hair done.
They shouldn't get bothered.
They shouldn't, because it's just like, that's the career you pick, bro. Like,
it's your job also to educate people.
Yes. Yeah. So it's just like when people hit me up and they're like, oh, how do I get my podcast started? Well, here. Yeah. There you go. I'm not going to get mad that they're asking me when I'm the one that has a podcast. And I say on here, if y'all have questions, reach out to me. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'm not going to say that and not act on it, But with that being said, I know this is a short episode and it was a crazy story with her Stolo or whatever, but y'all comment on here. By the time this girl probably
I already talked to them.
Yeah. She'll give us an update.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the next one, but the one after. Yeah. Well, all right, guys, make sure y'all like, subscribe, follow us, and peace.
Bye.
Bye.